3, 2, 1. Hey guys, welcome back to the RNH podcast. I'm your host, Sang, and today we have the same recurring guest on the channel. And today's topic is about how we grew up. And please like and subscribe to the channel and follow Charmy on Twitch because you did make the intro to the channel. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Charmy, also known as Charmy, and I'm a Twitch streamer.
It's Jason.
Howdy, it's me, Mason.
Alright, so yeah, it took me a few tries to actually start the podcast because I stuttered and I can't do it. Alright, but in today's podcast, so if you guys heard, how did you guys grow up? We can start with you, Jason. How did you grow up?
Let me ask something. How do you guys think I grew up?
Because you're really smart, but I think you may have had strict parenting, and then as you got older, they were more lenient because they saw like you could handle your own stuff.
Was that on the money?
Yeah,
I agree with that.
That's basically it.
I guess I should stop doing podcasts and read people's
read people's fortunes.
Yeah. But yeah, go ahead.
For me, you guys know that I guess I live in a
Big fancy house.
Yeah.
just a bigger house.
A mansion, you could say.
No,
it's
just
fine.
a bigger than average house, I should say. And before that, my parents, they didn't grow up with anything, and so
Right.
I'm super fortunate enough to be able to have a home like that.
Or even have parents that strive to do what they do,
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, my parents or my dad is a dentist, and my mom kind of helps around the office too. But we didn't start out wealthy or whatnot. We're still not like wealthy. We're well off, but I wouldn't consider myself.
We ain't dropping
wealthy.
millies and stuff,
No.
Not yet, though. Not yet.
Not yet.
But
Yeah.
go ahead. Like, did you like grow up getting what you always wanted? Like, if you saw a toy in the store, I want that. Did your parents get it for you?
Heck no! Shoot. Oh man, it was really hard getting anything. Honestly, the only thing I asked for and I got was like toys at the flea market. Whenever we went, it's like if it's under $1, all right, you can get it. That was it. It kind of sucked. I guess I didn't really know. I didn't really mind then. I still cried if I didn't get it, but
Right.
it was just
Everybody does. So.
yeah. Every kid's gonna cry if they don't get what they want.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Did your other families grow up the same way, or was it
Like my cousins,
was it like a economic difference where?
No, not really.
Okay.
Like even though it seems like we may have a little more than others. We still grew up pretty close. Didn't really have any problems.
Okay.
That like separated family financially or
Okay.
whatnot. Yeah.
Okay. Did you grow up around kids not being as fortunate as you, or did you grow
No,
up
because
around-
I was one of those kids. Like
Okay.
that's how I grew up. I didn't grow up knowing I had like fortune or whatnot.
4chan is a no, I'm playing. But
No,
yeah,
no, not that.
Um,
Not until like high school when it really hit me more that my dad is making more money than
Right.
and so I didn't grow up having the mindset of like I can get whatever I want as long as I ask. My sisters,
Right.
that's a different story.
yeah.
'cause-
I mean, they grew up where
yeah,
the parents are more.
yeah.
Hey, I'll get you this. I mean,
Yeah.
might as well. But I think I would say you're middle class.
I would say so too,
middle
yeah.
high class, like on the not at the verge of like middle high, but at the verge of middle high. like
Yeah.
getting towards not super rich, but like
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I would still say like Mid-
you're so like if middle class had 3 brackets,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
like middle class getting past poor into middle class, and then middle class in general, and
Yeah.
then like on top better middle class. I think you're on top of better middle class.
yeah, I guess.
Or
I
like
guess I can-
it seems
yeah, I
to
would say
me
so.
because
Yeah.
the way you present yourself is very classy.
Oh,
the way
really?
you dress and the
Oh,
way you
nice.
act is very classy.
I agree.
I don't think that would like measure somebody's wealth though.
But it does though. It kind of does because you don't have any ghetto tendencies. You know, you don't
Okay.
like.
okay.
So it kind of. I mean, I know even though like parents can teach you that, but like it's usually common for people that are in middle class to learn that how to eat properly, how to act properly. It's usually those ghetto kids that they don't know how to behave and type of things like that. But the way you present yourself is very classy. So that's why it seems to me you're in that bracket.
Alright, yeah.
But
Cool.
did you grow up with discipline? A lot of discipline?
Definitely. Like, yeah, because, my parents were strict. So my dad was more strict, especially on grades. If we didn't do the problem right, specifically with math, all the other topics we did okay with. But, like, if we got a problem wrong in math, like, my dad would hard
Is it
spank
because
us.
it's like math is straightforward? kind
Yeah,
of thing?
it's a bit more
There's always a right
straightforward.
answer.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so he'd always get, like, confused. Like, how do you not get this right or something? Or,
Let me do it. Hold up.
yeah.
Yeah, but did he rule with the iron fist or no? If you know what that means.
Yeah, what do you mean by that?
So iron fist kind of means like his way is always the right way. There is no other way but his way. So like the way you do this is his way. The way you do things it's his like he sets up how you do it and you should follow that.
Yeah, that's definitely still true to today.
Okay.
I'm a bit more rebellious now.
What?
And before.
I mean,
but
the way you rebel is like
it's different.
It's different from
It's
the way
different.
I rebel type of thing. But,
Yeah.
but it's still rebel. I mean,
yeah.
like you're still trying to break out that
Yeah,
barrier of his way's the best and only way. You know.
So he'll say a lot of stuff that he wants his way, but I'll just brush it aside and
Right.
do what I want. So.
Yeah, I mean, you would acknowledge it, but it's like advice. Like
Yeah.
for me, like advice is always something you have in your pocket. I mean, like you don't always have to follow advice. You just got to know that there is this option, to do things. But yeah, I mean,
And that's
Did
what
you-
like parents want. Parents want
Okay.
the best for you.
right,
So
for sure. I mean, most parents.
Most
Most
parents.
parents. Did you or your brother get more of the discipline?
Oh, I got more of the discipline. Like my brother Matthew, he's more of the smart ass, and so he did really well in school. I did well too, but
Really,
obviously
you're
not-
super smart. Oh, maybe
No,
just
no.
because I'm a dumbass and like.
No. My brother, like, he's very book smart. He's not that like street smart
Street
kind of
smart.
guy, logic
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah. Okay. I love that
um,
rapper.
Yeah, I would say I got
But
disciplined a lot.
I
more.
think is it because the people you grew up with is that way? Is that why you kind of do rebel and you do kind of have that like? it's
No,
like,
I
whatever.
don't think so. I think it's just because my dad was pretty hard, and so
You definitely want to change
I just
that.
yeah.
Okay.
I didn't want to be like that.
Well, you're a mama's boy, or not
I-
really.
I guess because my mom was nicer, but and so. Let's say if my parents were to split, I'd probably choose my dad because I think he'd need it more, or he'd need me more to help him out. Like I know my mom would be okay, and like I'm yeah.
Yeah.
Even though like I'm not saying I like my mom or dad better, but yeah.
Oh, I love my dad way. I mean, just
Well,
because
yeah,
he's reasonable.
Different story for you.
Yeah, but like and then as well, did you grow up playing outside most of your childhood?
Yes.
Okay.
So my grandparents lived with us, and my grandma and grandpa, they had like one section of the backyard for them to farm, to keep chickens, to raise animals, whatnot. And so I was kind of alone compared to my like cousins and my brother, they were more the same age, and so they started school first, and I had to wait behind 2 years.
Okay.
And that's why I spend a lot of time with my grandparents outside. They kind of watch you, or they just make sure you're there, but they don't really watch.
Before
what
you
I'm doing.
continue, are your parents are your grandparents really traditional as well, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say they're typical.
Typical
Asian kind of.
Okay. Go ahead.
And so. Yeah, I always play with mud. I was a really bad kid. At home, at least. At school, you have to present yourself better. And I guess to you guys, I might present myself a little.
Okay, so when you
too.
say bad, because you say that, what is bad? Like, because my bad is I used to burn stuff same.
Okay. Like I would do, really.
I'll fight myself. I would get in arguments with my sister. And then I just have an anger issue type of thing too. I just punch walls or whatever.
I was really short tempered too.
Okay.
So my cousin, who's like 3 or 4 years older than we are, he'd always pick on me. And I remember one time I got so mad, so frustrated, I threw a raw egg at him. And so,
That's funny.
I hit him, and I got in trouble for it. It was. Still, even then, I would do crazy stuff like mix cereal. I'd start off simple, maybe Fruity Pebbles or whatnot, some milk. I'd add a raw egg or I would start adding black pepper, and then
so you just
I wouldn't eat it, of course, but I just do weird stuff like that. Add
maybe
pepper,
where you do. I think that's normal in children who are not very smart, but smart because they have that brain capacity, they want to do something that is fun to them. So it's like,
I think that's every kid.
Yeah.
Like if they want to do something, they're gonna do it.
Right.
They don't think of the consequences.
In the way where the way we learn is always like a science method. It's like hypothesis. Well, this what happens here, and then let's do it type of thing. I think that's all children's mindset. It's like the way we do. I wonder, like the hypothesis. I wonder what happens if I do this, and they execute it, and then they get their results.
That's true. That's true.
But
I can finish off with high school or whatnot, or middle school. I felt like I was a loner in 7th grade. I had a bunch of the elementary friends and whatnot, but I just didn't feel like I fit in with everyone else.
Is it because of that transition from 6th grade into a larger school, a larger pool of people?
Yeah, partly that, where you have classes with so many different people, so many new kids, and so it's just you meet a lot of friends. And same with college. It's pretty similar, but I kind of stuck with the same elementary group for a bit in 7th grade, and then it kind of fell off. I stayed alone by myself. I was even approached by a couple like pure mentors, or like the students, the 8th grade students who that would come around and like, oh hey, you're sitting by yourself, whatever. I remember that because I knew the student who came up to me. She went to my elementary school, and she's like, oh hey, I noticed you're sitting around by yourself during lunch or whatever. If you want somebody to eat with you, or if you need a group of friends, like I can help you out and whatnot. And I didn't take offensive then, but I kind of think back now, I'm like, I guess I really was a loner during then. Like, I knew I had friends.
Let's not say loner. I think you're more just antisocial. Like,
I guess, yeah. I really didn't break out of my shell until past freshman year of high school.
This year? No, I'm playing.
Okay.
I'm just playing. But it's weird to see that because like I would make friends and stuff, but I'm also antisocial. But I'm okay with talking to random people and stuff. Like I think I just really don't care. Like, and when I grew up and stuff, like the way I would make friends, I'd be like, go up to the kid. I'd be like, hey, do you want to be friends? And be like, sure, we can be friends. All right, we're friends now. And I'm like, that's how I made friends when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
Like I think in elementary, first, second grade, or something like that.
That's
But,
pretty cool. Like you had the confidence to approach students or
Yeah.
other people.
I mean, I went to go like as a. It's fun. It's a funny story. I had a crush on this little girl. I think I was in kindergarten or kindergarten, preschool. I don't remember. Kindergarten. I was like, and then this other guy liked her too, and I was like, hey, stay away from her. The day I was about to leave, you know, it was funny because like you know the vending machines, you put the quarters in, and you get a toy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They had like multiple toys, right? And then in I guess fate gave me a ring, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give this to her. And then like the day I left, I think she moved or something like that. I gave her the ring. I was like, all right, here you go. And she was like, oh, what's this for? I was just like super nervous. I was like, you can keep it. And then I guess I was really embarrassed, but like I went to go give her the toy or give her the ring before I left. And then, that's crazy, man.
That's cute. That's cute.
Going back to how you say, I guess I'm a smart kid or
Yeah.
whatnot. In elementary and even still now, I hated school.
Really?
That's why I did online for my last year. Of
Yeah,
high
you
school.
left us.
Yeah,
Left us.
I just-
So if you guys don't know, Jason is actually very smart, and
No,
he don't cut yourself short, man. But Jason finished high school early and then did some college classes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Senior year, I was like, where did Jason go? and then like I think Charity or someone told me, he's like, oh yeah, he's doing online school. I was like.
How did
missed
you
a
guys
senior-
learn?
Huh?
How did you guys find out?
Someone told I think Charity or someone told me that you were doing online school. I was like, you missing out the best year, bro. Senior
For
year
real,
where we
for
don't
real.
care.
Yeah. Yeah, I just couldn't stand school ever since elementary, and
Okay.
so
Why is that? Is that because you just don't like the
I didn't like
learning
like
aspect?
I love learning, but I didn't like the classroom aspect. Just the environment of being in the classroom.
Is it
sitting
because
around.
it's like a teacher? It's not a one-on-one session. It's a 1-on-35, or is it because of the teachers themselves you don't like?
I think both.
Or just like the students
too
as well.
Yeah,
Because there's some students, I understand the students that slack behind, that like mentally they can't learn as fast. I
Yeah.
understand that, but I don't understand those kids that like have just like
don't care.
yeah, they
like,
don't
yeah.
care, like
And, like,
maybe
slow
something
down
at home.
class too sometimes.
Yeah, and even with homework and stuff too, like it's statistically it's shown that like homework doesn't really do anything for you.
It's crazy because my little sister, they don't get homework.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Wow,
for
crazy.
Boris Elementary.
Boris?
Yeah,
They're probably doing the new method of teaching, or
I think so, because they do a lot of online stuff now.
okay, that's
And,
crazy.
Yeah, a lot of their assignments are either during the school hours and then they stop, or they have like 1 or 2 reading assignments online and that's it.
Yeah, because like it's shown that homework really doesn't do anything, but just because you're just repeating things that you learn in class, it doesn't really, you don't bring that home.
Yeah.
Like it's also like because they did that study on Tarpy, like I think or I think I learned it during Tarpy, where they said homework doesn't do shit, but like it's like you're just bringing information that you learned from school home, and you're not learning anything new, so it's like what's the worth of that?
Yeah.
And it's
I think
like
it's just the repetition of it,
Yeah.
like getting it.
that as well,
nailed in.
but like when you're in school, that's when you learn the most. That's when most kids learn the most, because you're with someone and that's where you learn. When you go home, you kind of want to relax and stay with your mom and dad or whatever. But so you just don't like this like classroom aspect.
Yeah.
Is that why you
mainly-
don't like school?
Mainly. Some teachers are cool, some teachers are not, some students are cool, and some are.
I mean, I like school and I love learning too, but it's just like some teachers don't know how to teach, or I can't
Yeah.
understand the way the method of this person teaching. Do you remember Akando?
Yeah.
I loved her way of teaching because she was more in depth, and I was able to comprehend what she was talking about. And when I did honors chem, and I was like, pretty easy class, man. Like,
Yeah.
I had my friend Andrew Tao. He was slacking. I was like, I'll carry you, boy. But
That's funny because for a condo, I had her too for honors chem,
Yeah.
and that's why I went into chemistry my first year. I changed majors, but
okay.
I really enjoyed it in her class, and so that's kind of why I did.
I mean, she's a
started out
great
with chem.
teacher. The way she teaches is like phenomenal. That's why I like learning, because of those types of teachers that
Yeah.
are able to go in depth and stuff.
Yeah.
So, are your parents still strict now, or are they more lenient with you?
They try to be, but like for today, I just tell them where I'm gonna go, and like
You just let them know.
I just let them know. And
Alright.
They're like, okay, good, cool.
Okay. Because I mean, as a parent, if I had you as a kid, I mean, like, you can handle yourself. Like, I know you're not gonna do like crystal meth on the street or nothing like that. So, I think your parents understand that too.
Yeah, and I didn't really. Oh, I didn't know, but like when friends tell me too, they're like, Jason, sometimes you're my like scapegoat, because if their parents do know me, they're like,
Yeah.
oh, this
Heck
guy's
yeah.
this fine's fine, and like, okay, I guess like just parents always comparing other kids.
Kids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that all the time.
It will always be like that.
Yeah.
Though. But yeah.
Yeah. So that was my childhood. Yeah. How about you
Char-
guys?
How about you?
Charmy and Mason.
Let's go with Mason. How was your childhood like?
I mean, when I was born, we lived in our cousin's house till like I was 4 or 5. But after that, we just went into our own home. But I had a lot of fights with my siblings, though. So I was like a rebellious kid growing up.
Okay. Were you more violent, or you're just like
I
you
would
just didn't
I
care?
would talk
back?
like talk back to my parents, and then talk bad to my siblings. So my dad would hit me with
Discipline?
That. Yeah.
Discipline you?
Yeah, discipline, I would say.
Did he rule, like, was your parents really lenient?
Yeah, they were lenient. They only cared that I talked back to my sibling because I should care for them.
Okay.
Yeah, they didn't really care about grades because I was doing okay in there.
Were you rebellious because of your environment, like your other sibling, like your cousins and stuff teaching you that, or like the friends you had at school, or did you just naturally?
Oh, it's probably because of the friends growing up. Because around 2nd, 3rd grade, I had a couple of bad friends. I hung out with a bad crowd, so I guess I picked up some
Tendencies.
From them. Yeah.
Some how about because I didn't really meet you till middle school or high school.
Yep.
How was that growing up?
In middle school?
Elementary up.
I still hung with a bad crowd until like 4th grade, but then I met like Jeremiah, Tristan, 5th
Some
and
Asian
6th
kids,
grade.
some better, smart Asian kids.
Mhm.
I mean, not saying Tristan smart,
But he was a good kid.
I'm just playing. But
Yeah.
go ahead.
They helped me because my cousin knew them, so I knew them.
Okay.
So we just sometimes hung out there. Yeah. So I picked up good tendencies, you could say, from them. So
Okay.
I had a better household life.
Okay. So like your personality kind of
Like I get easily affected.
what's it called? Adapted to how they acted and
Yeah.
stuff. Okay. Is that it? Is that how you grow up?
Yeah, basically in 6th grade under.
Okay. How about you, Charmy? I mean, I didn't know you all the way till 6th grade, right? Or 5th grade. That's where I messed you. That's where like I moved schools into a Clovis Unified School.
Growing up, right?
Growing up.
Yeah, growing
Life at home.
growing up pretty hard, especially when like your parents split early. So,
What age were you when that happened?
Around 3. So like I still have memory of it. Like them fighting. It's like they take out weapons.
Oh shit!
Pretty
It was
pretty intense.
Right,
I would like
sounds,
always
yeah.
remember like crying. I was like, oh, mom, dad, stop fighting like that, right? But
yeah.
it's
But
whatever
you're
now.
3, you really couldn't
Yeah.
do anything.
Yeah, I can't do anything right, but we lived in an apartment,
Okay.
and then after that incident, they split, and then we moved out. I lived with my mom, and then after I lived with my mom, I in like first grade, I went to go live with my dad because like my mom couldn't like teach me because she was like always busy with work. Like
Okay.
like during in the mornings, she would sleep all day, and she has like the night shift. So
Okay.
so I'm
She was
never,
too tired, too exhausted too.
Yeah, so I was never really like with her because at night that's when I sleep, and
Right.
that's when my mom goes to work.
Right. And in the morning,
And
she
then
sleeps.
She
and-
sleeps
while
because,
you okay.
do stuff. So yeah, I never really learned how to read until like first grade.
Okay.
I think you guys heard about this last episode.
Yeah.
But I never really knew how to like read until like first grade. So I was a tad bit late.
Yeah, I mean
So-
underdeveloped.
A
I mean
tad
you gotta understand the environment, so I
Yeah.
do understand that.
Yeah.
I mean, how was them splitting up emotionally for you? Were you torn
Emotionally?
or?
Yo, dude. Every birthday, I would wish that they would get back together.
Okay,
Dang.
yeah,
Damn.
okay.
Yeah. So
Those
makes me a little bit sad now that I remember that, but
and not to go too deep, but
yeah,
you know, I mean,
pretty deep. I was like, but now I wish that I hope that they stay apart because I like it that way now. but
was it just two people that weren't meant for each other? Was it-
yeah, basically, but it was like, and like since I was like basically like crippled in like learning, I didn't have like okay grades until like 5th grade.
Okay.
And like every year, like first
I do
for
remember
example,
that. That's when I met you.
yeah, until 5th grade. First grade, I had straight Fs, not even lines.
Damn.
Straight Fs. But
But I think the teachers would have known your environment. No?
I don't
Did
know.
teachers ever talk to you or anything like that?
No, not really.
Because
but
I
don't
believe
remember.
teachers have to know if your parents are split up or something like that, or like in elementary or something like that. They do care for you in that aspect of if your father's a single father type of thing.
Oh yeah, they never really talked to me, but well, maybe I just never knew because I was just a kid.
Right,
I don't really know if they were doing stuff or not, but it wasn't until 5th grade where I actually got like decent grades, like B's and C's at least, right?
What was our teacher's name?
I was with Mr. Paulson in 5th grade, and then after 5th grade, my grades were okay. So it's
His name was Paulson.
yeah, I think it was Mr. Paulson. Yeah,
I just remember he drank so much coffee. You remember that?
did he?
Like he literally had a coffee machine in his
Oh
room,
yeah,
and he would be like,
it would
Coffee.
always smell nice.
yeah, because of the coffee, because it would be like hazelnut coffee or whatever.
Yeah, I like teachers with like the coffee machines in the class. It makes it
Smell.
smell good.
Yeah, and then I do remember you used to hang with the
Oh yeah,
crazy
also,
crowd. I mean,
I guess you could say they were a bad crowd also, but this will be the story of how I met Salsa though. So basically, around 5th grade, I think, no, 6th grade. 6th grade is when I knew Salsa.
Yeah,
I knew
but that
Salsa
was
in
half-
5th grade.
but we didn't really hang out. I
didn't
knew
really hang out.
I knew you're just an Asian kid.
Yeah.
I was like, the first impression, I was like, why is this Asian kid hanging with them? And then the way they would kind of pressure you to, like, for me, what I saw from the outside, like, why are they making him do dumb stuff? Like, that's what I would think.
Hey, no, it's not them making me do dumb stuff. I was just doing the dumb stuff.
Right.
But I've grown. I am a wise man now. I do dumb stuff every now and then, but
Right.
not as frequent as I was younger. But in 6th grade, my cousins, Charity and Wayne, Like I would hang out with them every now and then they would hang out with Salsa and them.
Yeah.
And then
It's not until I hung out with the bad crowd in 6th grade half the year, and then that's when I moved to you guys and started hanging with you guys. I used to hang out with the bad group. Well, not bad group, but bad group. These group of people that would like sniff Sharpies and do all that shit. Did I do it? Maybe. You got to be there. You had to be there. But and then that's when I finally was able to talk to you. But you were really quiet back then too.
Well, I've always been a quiet kid until like you actually know me. I'm naturally a pretty quiet kid.
Yeah.
And still
For sure.
now. Until we get to know each other, and then we can,
I mean,
then I'll be the loud kid.
Like we hung out in that big group, Asian group. It was like it was literally all the Asian people in that school.
Basically all the Asian people most of the Asian people of the high school.
Even in our grade, or like 5th to 6th grade Asian people in that group. I mean, we basically hung out and stuff. What was your first impression of me? Do you remember?
Not really. I guess you're just, damn, he's funny, Salsa pretty funny. Yeah. But basically what happened was I hung out one day with my original friends, and then the next day I'll hang out with Charity and them, and then Charity them hangs out with Salsa, so I'll hang out with Salsa and them.
For the people that don't know, if my nickname is Salsa.
Oh, yeah.
So when he's saying Salsa, he's referring to me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But
that's his. I call him that because it's easier.
Yeah. But go ahead.
But it basically, I just went back and forth between each friend group, like each day, like one day, and then the second day, I'll hang with them, and then I just kept doing that until I'm like, I like to hang out with these guys better. So like
You just hung out.
I try to make it random, but then the truth is I like to hang out with this group better.
Okay,
So it just stuck.
And then I didn't stop playing online video games like League of Legends till 7th grade when y'all told me to hop on League of Legends, and I was like, okay.
Oh yeah, and then let's see. Oh, I didn't really get to know Lenium also.
Not until middle school, right?
Yeah, around. No, I know him in 6th grade, but we
I
didn't
knew
really
him too.
know
He was an
until
ugly
like
kid.
7th. Because like, what happened was like my cousin's little brother would hang out with Lenium, right? And then I would hang out with him too. Because like every day.
And the crazy thing is like you kind of live close to him.
Oh
right?
yeah, we live close. Yeah, we live close to each other, so we always walk home, and then hang out like every Wednesday.
Yeah.
So we did that a lot, and then that's how me and Lenium became like friends.
Right.
Right, and then it went on to 7th, went to middle school, and then like
it just bloomed.
Yeah, it just.
Well, how was your home life during that
home
time?
life? I mean, home life, it was basically like this, pretty much the same.
Did you live with your mom or dad? At this
I live
time?
with ever since 1st grade. I moved in with my dad, and then I lived with my dad, and my dad lived with our grandparents.
Okay.
So I lived with my grandparents all the way until
high school.
Basically my senior in high
Okay.
school. So yeah.
Okay.
What else happened? Oh yeah. So also in 6th grade, we were in a newly built school. So like
Yes.
So like kids from like all the other schools
Had
came
to transfer.
had to transfer to that school. So like
And okay, so to paint the school, like now the school has like benches outside. We did not have benches outside, umbrellas outside. It was literally just pavement, cement, in a building, and the building still kind of like was new, like it was just finished type of thing.
Yeah, the color is like pretty vibrant.
Yeah. Like it's like it was basically new. Like even the library, it was part of a what you call a farming silo, whatever, where they hold corn, put corn in silo. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, the library is part of a silo.
I never knew that actually.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but But since like so many kids from other schools came to that one school, when we all moved to middle school, like everyone's friends from that school that all moved to that school, their friends from the schools that they came from, they all came together, and then we had a pretty big group now in middle school, and it just progressed on in like to high school. So
Okay.
pretty nice.
I mean, I know this episode's a bit longer, but how did you get into because back then we didn't use Discord,
Oh yeah.
we used Skype, and then when Charmy would host the call, we would disconnect because we would use Skype.
Yeah.
Skype was the thing we used.
Yeah. That's the OG of our days.
Yes.
We're not that old, but
But I mean, like now everyone uses a company that uses a server to host the calls and
yeah,
stuff.
it's so really good now. It's
Yeah.
like TeamSpeak, but
Yeah.
a lot easier to use.
Right. I mean, Skype. Oh my! It was so garbage because if someone called, because sometimes you won't be able to call someone, you would have to DC. Like everyone has to disconnect, and then someone has to make the new call,
Yeah.
and then it just stacks up new call because
New call.
people won't use the same call because if you call the same Skype, it calls everyone.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like you have to make a new one to call just two friends or whatever. And then sometimes people would disconnect, and then people would be like, "Yo, where did everyone go?"
Yeah.
That's when Charmy. That was the first time I heard Charmy yell and scream, scared the crap out of me, man. I thought someone was dying, and it was just Charmy yelling. I was like, I was chilling this Skype call, playing some games, and I just hear Charmy go Super Saiyan. He goes like, ah, and I was like, yo, what's happening? I thought my brother's getting attacked or something, and then Charmy, I was like, hello, and then Charmy was like, yeah, hello, yeah.
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 But those were the good old days. I mean,
Pretty fun. Oh yeah, we played me and Lenium. I think it was just me, Lenium.
Viet too? No.
No, not Viet. We didn't meet Viet until 7th grade.
Right.
It was only me and Lenium that played League together. And then you know.
I joined. Everyone joined.
You joined.
Yeah.
Everyone joined. And we have a.
But do you remember those
now.
days where you would walk to? Because before they built that Dollar Tree, it used to be a Walgreens.
Walgreens, yeah.
We would walk. Me, Lenium, and Charmy would walk to Walgreens sometimes to buy some RP, some roleplay points. You know.
Some League Legends RP cards or
Yeah.
like Steam gift
And
cards.
the funny thing is, Walgreens never had, like, usually it would run
Yeah.
out. They would only have like the $100 RP.
Yeah, they would never restock the prepaid cards.
Yeah.
For some reason, because we went. The reason is the reason we know because we went every day.
Yeah, we went every day.
to check
you know,
if they had it.
and we asked them when do you restocked it. When do they restock it? They said Thursday, and when we went Thursday during summer vacay, they didn't have it. We're like,
they didn't have it.
So we would walk like a mile,
Yeah, I think
2 miles maybe, because you guys would walk. We would meet. Me and Lenium would meet halfway, and then Lenium would walk back to your house to go walk with you. So that's like a mile, like a couple miles, and then we would walk to Walgreens, and then once they said they didn't have it, we would walk to CVS,
Yeah,
which is like 2 miles, like 2 or 3 miles, and then we have to walk back to Lenium's house or your house. But it was like good times.
Good times.
It was like walking outside. I think walking outside was like the best part.
Yeah, it was the best part,
Yeah.
and you know it. And we did it in like we did it the most in like summer.
Yeah,
around
during
summer.
the summer.
It was pretty hot.
Yeah, and it was like California, Fresno hot. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then it's like you know, when we were walking, like I didn't notice there was a church next to our house, like
Oh, yeah,
the
there
building.
is.
I was like, yo, look at these animals, because they had sheep and like other animals. I was like, nice. I didn't see
Nice.
this. I didn't notice this. But yeah,
Yeah.
but now that area is changed. You know, it's like
True.
no more Walgreens, new Taco
Yeah,
Bell.
No more Taco. They added a Taco Bell and a Dollar Tree
yeah.
store.
Dollar Tree now.
And then they might add new things to that lot right there too.
Hopefully.
Yeah,
There's that.
I mean they might add Five Guys or something,
Oh.
or In and Out maybe.
That's one thing I forgot to mention though. You guys talked a lot about like, I guess outside of school, you guys would hang out a lot.
Yeah.
For me, I missed that opportunity, just because my parents, they're very strict.
Oh yeah, my parents
And
are strict.
For TK at least, Temperance Cutner,
Toilet
my
kissers?
elementary
Yes.
school,
Toilet kissers?
toilet kisser. So, but there weren't like any neighborhoods like walking distance.
Oh yeah,
wise
it's
for us.
like now everything has changed
Oh yeah.
because it used to just be farmland,
Yeah.
and then like even Oraz, that
Yeah.
whole area was just was it trees,
walnut trees.
walnut trees,
But,
or almond
but you guys
trees.
were
Almond
able
trees,
to
almond
like walk
trees.
to school.
Yeah, we
Like,
but like
it was still walking distance. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, but it was like no, it wasn't even a sidewalk. It was like you
It was-
walking
it
on
was a
dirt.
dirt road.
Yeah, because I remember I had these. Sometimes I think Linnea has some shoes and stuff. I was like, damn, you're getting your shoes dirty, dude. Walking on this dirt and stuff.
Yeah. I'm like, you shouldn't. I would remember like riding my bike there, and then like my I would get home 2 days later. My bike tires would be like
Flat.
flat.
Because it's dirt road and
Yeah.
people leave nails in them. But because the area you're living in is kind of changing as well, right?
Not really. It's
Well,
it's still
right.
like, yeah, not really.
But I mean, like during as elementary, like as you look back going to schools and stuff, like there's new buildings, there's new
no, not really. Not in my area,
like
at least.
houses, like
Not
that
even
new
houses.
school. Like-
there is that new school, maybe like a block away from where I live, or like 2 blocks away.
Mhm.
But just right there, they're building a new neighborhood, a couple new houses. But that's it, and it's right by the school. It's the school my sisters go to now, Boris Elementary, and so. But from TK to my house, it's still the same. That whole area is just still like farmland, suburban, or
Yeah.
urban kind of houses and whatnot.
Yeah, that's true. But they're starting to update that
Yeah,
area. So
yeah.
Yeah.
freaking building big ass traffic, new roads and shit, right on Temperance and
Yeah.
stuff. I'm like, god damn, take forever. So I think that's it. Thank you guys for coming back on to the podcast.
No problem. No problem.
Yeah.
No problem.
And
Yeah. It's
whenever
already
you
been a
guys
week.
want to do the next podcast, let me know too.
I'm down. The next time. Yeah.
Big shout outs to Charmy again for making my intro. You want to shout out anything, Charmy?
Not really.
Just your Twitch.
Just the Twitch, you know.
Yep. Just follow Charmy on Twitch.
Twitch.tv/Charmy,
Yeah.
spelled CHRMY.
Yeah. And if
you
you
ever
don't have,
wanna- yep. Oh, okay.
go ahead.
If you want to see us be like, you know, a little bit more
Goofy.
goofy, informal, and you know,
Yeah.
feel free to check us out.
Yeah. And Charmy also has a YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, I do.
Please promote that as well, man.
Yeah.
And Jason, you want to promote anything?
Yeah.
Are you
Jason,
doing anything?
You want to promote anything, Jason?
No, I'm good. But
Yeah.
thanks again for having me. Yeah.
For sure. And I
It's
definitely
always fun.
want you to be on this podcast more often.
Sweet. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm anytime
Yeah.
I'm free, I'll hit you up.
Okay. Mason, do you wanna?
I like to shout out Charmy.
All right. Other than that, do you want to? Other than that, do you want to shout out anything?
Nope.
Okay. All right. Thank you, guys. Three, two, one. Hey guys, welcome to an RNH podcast. Oh, fuck, I fucked up. 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, welcome to another RNH podcast. That's me. Oh my fucking god. Oh my.
Perfect.
3, 2, 1. Hey guys, welcome back to the RNH. 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, welcome back to the RNH Hey guys, welcome. Oh, I didn't even do the 3, 2, 1 to give me a.